All right, let's take a look at our next possible option. So we're going to run two humans into each other again. The first time we had one person just sort of fall over. This time we're going to have a person bounce away, and we want to see what happens to the other player. The start out's going to be the same, M1 V1 plus M2 V2. And in fact, we're going to see this beginning to the formula one more time on another one. Um, the formula on the other side, still the same thing. Unfortunately, we don't get to take the shortcut where we plug in 0 this time. But, at least it's familiar looking here. All right, so guaranteed to get meters per second. So we just want to run the numbers through. Here we've got 154 times a positive 1.92. And then where are we at? 106 and a negative 1.09. Then here, remember the mass is going to still be the same, 154. What I don't know is how fast is this person going after they get run into. Okay, going right along. This player, again, won't change mass, so 106 before means 106 now. This time they bounce away. So these two players have run into each other so hard that they're going to bounce in opposite directions, right? So this one's going negative before, and now you just sent back the other way. So 0.56 positive this time because there was an actual direction change. That person got just demolished, sent back the other way. All right. So let's see what we can simplify here. On the left-hand side, again, we can run this in the calculator all at once, or you can find the separate parts and then subtract. But overall, the left-hand side should give you 180.14. That's basically the total momentum we have going on here. Then what we want to see is basically how much does one momentum, or how much does one player have for the momentum, see what's left over, and then we can work a bit from there. Be very careful here. These are not like terms. This first thing, when we multiply, we have a number and a variable. They really can't do anything except just kind of sit next to each other. Then over here, these are both just numbers, so they can be combined and make something new. So here we've got 59.36. Again, very common mistake. Do not combine these. You can't put together the V from this part and the 59 from the other part and the 154. They don't go together. So we have to start actual algebra skills and solving, right? So when I get V by itself, it means the 154 has to go away, 59 has to go away. You want to do the easier one first. So do the addition and subtraction in a question until it stops helping. Right, so minus 59.36 minus 59.36. That difference basically is the leftover momentum for the other player. So 120.78 is equal to 154 from their mass multiplied by a velocity that we don't know. And so we're finally down to something workable where we can finish this up. We want just the velocity, so dividing by 154 for the mass, we'll clear that away. Then 0.78, it's a velocity, so meters per second. All right, so you can see person still running north, but not as fast, right? About 40% of the velocity from before.